What's up guys, it's Krill TF. In this video about Diablo 4, we're going to go over some of the skills each class has and discuss whether they would be a great fit to your playstyle to help you choose what class you'll want to consider starting with when the game is launched. Let's begin with the Necromancer. This is a caster summoner class with close quarters combat options. Their primary resource is Essence, but they also rely on corpses for a majority of their skills like Summon Skeleton and Corpse Explosion. The three primary skill classes to choose from when you're playing a Necromancer are Bone, Blood, and Darkness. Bone skills use the resource Essence to deal large quantities of mainly physical damage, scaling with the amount of Essence you spent on the ability. Blood skills are defense-oriented abilities that siphon life from nearby enemies to either cause AoE damage or mitigate incoming damage. For example, skills like Blood Mist can grant immunity for a short time and also siphon life from nearby enemies, a very handy skill that will be in almost every build. Darkness skills are primarily damage over time and debuff abilities, great for crowd control. Some abilities like Decompose will also generate you Essence and compare well with other skills in the Bone tree. The unique class mechanic the Necromancer has is called the Book of the Dead. It allows full customization of your three summonable minions, Skeletal Warriors, Skeletal Mages, and Golems. There is not much information on everything you can do with it yet, but this mechanic will allow for very diverse playstyles. Overall, this class will be a very fun and safe class to play that will probably excel in hardcore play due to the protection your minions offer and having the ability to phase through and crowd control large groups of enemies. The next class we're going to go over is the Rogue. They have the ability to fight in melee or ranged with powerful abilities, and even have traps to help subdue their enemies. The main resource used is energy, but they also build and spend combo points. The Rogue has a lot of attack options, starting with basic skills, core skills, agility skills, subterfuge skills, imbuement skills, and finally, ultimate skills. The basic skills are mainly utility attacks used to build energy, combo points, and debuff your enemies. Core skills deal large amounts of damage and spend large amounts of energy. They also utilize the combo points you have built to amplify their attacks. Agility skills allow you to reposition and move around quickly, very useful for avoiding damage and setting up a kill on enemies. Subterfuge skills add utility to either defensive or offensive abilities, depending on what you decide to enhance. Imbuement skills allow you to imbue your next two attacks from all the core skills with extra effects, but they have a cooldown. You can also imbue skills like Dash, Shadow Step, and your Rain of Arrows ultimate. And lastly, your ultimate skills. These are very powerful abilities, but they have a large cooldown. However, you can only choose one, and you need to specifically build around them to utilize their full potential. So not every rogue build will utilize an ultimate skill. There's also ultimate passives. Rogues may only choose one, and they will vastly alter your playstyle, so choose wisely. The Rogue's unique class mechanic is a class specialization system. This lets you choose one out of 3 active specializations at a time to enhance your character and change the playstyle. Starting with combo points. Your basic skills now generate combo points. Certain skills consume combo points for additional effects. Next we have Inner Sight. Attack marked enemies to fill up your Inner Sight gauge. When it's full, gain unlimited energy for 4 seconds. And lastly we have Preparation. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of information on Preparation during the preview build of the game, so I couldn't find much information on it at this time. Overall, the Rogue looks like an awesome class to play with a ton of versatility on how they handle combat. Now let's go over the shape-shifting melee caster summoner, the Druid. The main resource the Druid consumes is Spirit. The Druid has an abundance of skill groups to choose from, and they include basic skills, spirit skills, defensive skills, wrath skills, companion skills, and ultimate skills. Basic skills consist of spirit generators and have a variety of damage types, including physical and lightning. Spirit skills consume spirit to do attacks that have powerful effects for single target or AoE situations. Defensive skills are pretty self-explanatory. They aid heavily in the ability to mitigate incoming damage, heal, and dash around to avoid incoming attacks or set up your own. Wrath skills are mid to long cooldown abilities such as Hurricane and Boulder that deal good amounts of damage without costing any spirit. Companion skills summon a variety of pets to help you in combat. They also have debuffs that can be applied to enemies they attack, increasing your total damage output. And lastly, we have ultimate skills. They are large cooldown abilities that deal heavy damage or give you a strong utility buff. For example, when you are using Grizzly Rage, you generate spirit 28% faster for its entire duration. The unique class mechanic of the Druid is currently unknown. However, it is speculated that it may be the ability to have Crushing Blow when using Earth skills, but none of that has been truly confirmed by Blizzard yet. Overall, the Druid is truly a unique character. They have the ability to summon and to shapeshift, while also sporting strong AoE options and very good defensives. Next, let's go over the Sorcerer. This is a caster class specializing in using fire, cold, and lightning attacks. The main resource they generate and use is called mana. The Sorcerer has 6 skill classes to choose from, and they are Minor Destruction skills, Major Destruction skills, Defensive skills, Conjuration skills, Mastery skills, and Ultimate skills. Minor Destruction skills are your basic skills that generate mana or put debuffs on the target. Major Destruction skills spend mana and offer stronger damage to kill enemies. Defensive skills offer damage mitigation and positioning, such as Ice Armor or Teleport. Conjuration skills are strong AoE skills like Frost Nova, Hydra, or Lightning Spear, great to take out large groups of enemies. Mastery skills cost large amounts of mana and deal large amounts of damage like Blizzard or Meteor, and ultimate skills are large cooldown abilities that offer immunity or strong damage. The unique class mechanic is you can place skills in 2 locations, an active skill slot and an enchantment skill slot. Skills placed in an enchantment skill slot can no longer be used as an active skill, but the character gains a secondary bonus. Instead, the secondary powers are passive effects. So for an example, if you put Blizzard in your enchantment slot, every 15 seconds a blizzard will form around you and follow you for 4 seconds. There are up to 2 enchantment slots the Sorcerer has access to. Overall, the Sorcerer is an excellent hypermobile class with an outstanding ability to crowd control and AoE large groups while also having very strong survivability options. The last class we're going to go over is the Barbarian. The Barbarian is primarily a melee close quarters character that specializes in dealing physical damage. The class resource the Barbarian generates and spends is called Fury. The Barbarian has 6 skill classes to choose from, and they are Basic skills, Core skills, Defensive skills, Brawling skills, Weapon Mastery skills, and Ultimate skills. Basic skills are what generate the Fury for the Barbarian. Core skills spend that Fury to use abilities that deal heavy amounts of damage. Defensive skills include damage mitigation passives, shouts to buff yourself and your allies, and stun abilities like Ground Stomp. Brawling skills offer a variety of utility skills like Warcry, Leap, Charge, and Kick, changing the playstyle of your Barbarian. Weapon Mastery skills are strong cooldown abilities that don't cost Fury but deal tons of damage or help set up kills. And finally, Ultimate skills. These are large cooldown abilities that deal immense amounts of damage, summon minions to help you, or simply make you unstoppable. The unique class mechanic of the Barbarian is called the Arsenal system. It allows you to assign a specific weapon for every attack skill and grants additional bonuses based on the weapon you choose. Note that if you primarily use one skill to DPS, all other equipped weapons will become a stat stick to boost your main weapon's power. Overall, the Barbarian is an excellent tank class that deals incredible amounts of damage, and with the right gear can become exceptionally powerful due to the class mechanic. That's all for this video, guys. Everything is still subject to change as the release date is still quite far away. Please like and subscribe for more, and thanks for watching, everybody.